Alert.
Hello. Hello, hello.
What's up,
What's
Internet?
up? This is KryptoSeoul.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, it's your show, please.
Yes. Hi, viewers. This is KryptoSeoul, and my name is Erica, and this is Xian, and from the Blockchainers, and we will be going live to introduce Korean, South Korean crypto news to the world. Anything you want to know about the crypto news, to anything about the industry, it's all going to be broadcasted by us. So please join and join the conversation. You can just type whatever you want, and yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
And yeah,
We have a viewer, Philip Yovan.
hi, Philip.
Wow, Philip, thank you. You're the first person that KryptoSeoul Erica has interacted with.
Yes, this is the first show, and actually this is kind of like a pilot show, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll develop it and improve it. So any comments is welcome. Okay.
All right, Erica. I know you got some news for us, so let's go. Let's work with this. What's the first news?
Okay, the first news is that so the Korean industry is very critical about the ICO ban that the government has issued recently, and so there has been two new associations that have been formed. One is KBIPA. As you can see, it is the Korea Blockchain Industry Promotion Association. So it has been formed to strengthen global competitiveness and to form an ecosystem in Korea. And so, yeah, so I know a lot of people are concerned about the ICO ban that the government has issued, and they have been very strict about it. But this association is not against it, but it's trying to kind of find a compromised solution.
Yeah, aren't they self-regulating?
Yes, they want self-regulation, and they have suggested a couple of specific measures. And so this, on the 19th, this association was formed officially, and on 23rd, yesterday, it issued a public statement, that it wants to collaborate with the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the other blockchain association?
So the other one it's consisted of more industry players. So it is the Korea Blockchain Association. It's a temporary name. So it's the official name is gonna be confirmed soon. But it was officially formed again on October 19th, and it consists of like the major exchanges like Corbit, Bithum, Coin1, CoinPlug, and also Daily Financial Group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's a huge like 20 partner association, and it has advisors from Bank of Korea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it'll be very official and also practical in a way. And yeah, the main job is doing policy research and about the blockchain industry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For those of you just like not in the loop, Erica is a pretty famous figure in Korean blockchain space. She was most famous recently on Reddit for dressing up as the Ethereum Byzantium hard fork.
Thank you, Virgil.
For Halloween. Yeah, thank you, Virgil, from Ethereum Foundation.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, so let's get to the meat, like bread and butter. Let's see what happened during the news.
Yeah, so this is the original news in Korean. So yeah.
This one actually came out today.
Yes.
The original one that actually had the details of how they were gonna self-regulate was this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one yesterday. Yeah, it was more specific, right?
Yeah. So fill us in.
So yeah, the self-regulation regulation, it consists of two forms. One is strengthening transparency, and so it's trying to have like institution that is dealing with technological evaluation. So it suggested that association to do the actual evaluation, so that ICOs projects who are trying to do ICOs should be evaluated for that institution. And
yeah,
so
that agency is going to be responsible for evaluating different ICOs and valuing it. Valuation, yeah.
Yeah, so the valuation should not exceed 5 times over the the actual amount that they they evaluate. So it's kind of like, it's controversial in a way.
Yeah.
In our view, because we don't know who is going to be consisting of the agency and how the evaluation is going to be. So there might be some lobbying. I don't know.
Yeah. No, like absolutely. I know. I agree completely. Right. And this is what I was bitching about that whole time, because the whole point of blockchain is you're trying to get away from trusted third parties and then to set up another agency that is supposed to give you a valuation when this whole industry is trying to figure out how to exactly value these projects. I mean, that kind of seems like, I don't know. It seems like we're that's definitely like a trusted third party, a single point of failure.
Sure.
And I mean, maybe before the ICO, you need to get a whole bunch of angel investing so that you could lobby for your to be able to ICO. You know,
right.
Make sure that you're valued at a high enough price to collect all that ICO money.
So it may go a little backwards. I mean, like to the original like centralized agency controlling, you know. But who knows, right? I mean, it may be a good step in going forward. But yeah, this is actual. I mean, it's not been confirmed. It's just the suggestion. So I think it's gonna move forward, right?
Yeah. What's the second one?
So the second one is that it's going to, it's suggesting that an escrow, like a service institution that can protect the fund, will be involved in the transfer of the funds.
Yeah. And this is another one that I had a problem with. Well, now like some people have told me this is not a problem, but I personally see where if you have the escrow service and the escrow service does not utilize blockchain, either like multi-sig or you know some other form like atomic swap or whatever, there's different forms that we could do escrow on the blockchain, right?
Right.
And so if we just make another agency that is responsible for protecting and holding the private keys, the private keys of these companies that did the ICOs, that might be a little bit weird. And then so they promise, or so they say, that okay, we're gonna make sure that the escrow agency is gonna be responsible for making sure that the funds are used correctly, and so they're gonna track all the funds. It's cool. I mean, I guess it's cool, but we have things like Balance, the Ethereum dApp. So I don't know why we're not using something like that.
And also the partners who are involved in the association some are pre-ICO, and some of them are part of a financial group. So I mean, they might have some interest. So. All
right. So let me ask you a question. So you're talking about like KBIPA and then the other group, the Korean Blockchain Association. So are the members of these two organizations different?
Yeah, they're different.
Like by different, I mean like the characters of them. Like you said, one seems more like either members who've just finished their ICO or who are in their pre-ICO or who are about to do the ICO, and then the other members are people who are already established in the industry. Yeah,
I think like the one KBIPA, I think they're formed of more like government-related people, I think. And the one that's a Korean Blockchain Association, it's actually a mix of pre-ICO, post-ICO, and exchanges. They're already, established anyway.
Yeah.
And also, like a city is involved as well. It's the city government of Daejeon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why the city government of Daejeon needs to be involved.
They may develop something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Technological thing. I don't know.
Yeah, we got some more new guests in the show.
Hello, hi.
Kaden, Wang
welcome to our show.
Daily Deals with Tim. We're doing great.
Hi.
And Park Junyoung.
Junyoung is
KryptoSeoul. Man, we had a hard time coming up with that.
Yes, the name was hard to come up with, but yeah. So welcome. I think
all right.
It covers.
So yeah, that's the first news, right?
Yes.
What's up? What's the second one on our agenda?
So, and also like yesterday, the Bank of Korea head, he again confirmed that cryptocurrency cannot be viewed as currency. It's rather a product. He reconfirmed, and there was a government like meeting, and he said that, and people were questioning that Bank of Korea is not doing its job of like researching about blockchain, and it should be doing like more deep research, but so it's been criticized, the Bank of Korea.
Yeah, isn't so something that's really weird that's going on in Korea is we have what like our SEC, right? We have our SEC, and then we also have we have the technical branch of the government, and we have the finance group branch of the government.
Right.
And these two guys are giving completely different clarity on what the future of ICO is going to be.
Right.
On the one hand, the technical branch of the government, they're all for like fourth industrial revolution. They're all for like pushing technology, and they formally said like, hey, we're going to support everything that's happening with new tech. But then the problem is the financial branch. These guys are they're against ICO. They're the ones who put the ban on the ICO.
Sure.
And so we're getting, look, everybody in Korea, we're actually getting mixed messages. So we're not really sure what to do.
There's lack of communication, I think, between the government agencies, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Korea law works a little bit differently, which is, like in the States, you don't ask for permission, right? You just go ahead and do it first. Yeah. And then later on you'll get regulated, whatever. But in Korea, right, it's kind of the reverse. Right. They'll tell you like what not to do, but they'll tell you a long list of what you can't do, and you kind of have to abide by that, and you can't go off and start taking risks because you don't know how that's gonna like boomerang back at you in the future.
That's true. And like it's in the similar line of China. I mean, China is more, of course, more stricter, right? Yeah. And it's the ICO ban, the complete ICO ban that Korea has announced previously was the second in the world, right? I mean, after China, but China's more stricter, right, in terms of like the the regulation, abiding by the regulation, right? I mean, Korea has some flexibility with compared to China, right? Yeah. You think?
Yeah, so the ICO thing in Korea is up in the air. I mean, it's twofold, right? On the one hand, we have Korean companies cannot do ICOs within Korea, right? Even if they decide to set up a foundation in Zug, right? And then number two, we got Koreans cannot participate in overseas ICOs, and so both of those are on the line, and we're trying to figure things out.
Yeah. So look forward to the progress that the government's gonna make, but it's gonna be tough. Yep.
Next up
is so there is a lot of deep interest in education in blockchain industry. So people are suggesting that there should be more education because there's a high barrier in terms of like learning about blockchain. And so Seogang University, it's actually one of the top universities in Korea. It's going to open like a master's degree, a graduate studies degree in blockchain. So starting from 2018, next year. So it's a really huge step, and people are surprised, like who's going to actually teach these courses? So they're kind of questioning that. But it's going to have a 2-track of blockchain major. So it's going to have like the tech, the studying the mechanism, like technological things, and the one is going to be on fintech. So it's going to be more financial track. So that's going to be the true tracks that it's going to have. So we'll see if there's going to be more interest in studying blockchain. But fundamental interest, not only in crypto investment in Korea, but also like studying about blockchain. It's a huge interest in Korea. So people are, the global, view on South Korean market is kind of deceptive in a way. It may be a little biased towards thinking only about the crypto investment, like high investment and high, many investors. It's true, there is many investors, and but still there's fundamental interest. I'm trying to say that there's going to be education and
I'm going to agree with you. Korea is getting a huge attention from the world because of our trading volume, and it's trading volume is one thing, but underneath it, I think what matters the most and what makes for like a healthy blockchain global leader is you got to have the technical understanding, and you have to have citizens who are well educated on this issue, or even not even citizens, people who are in the crypto ecosystem who are better educated than maybe other nations. Right. And Koreans, seems like we're a little too liberal with opening our wallets anytime some hot ICO pops up. It's just like Koreans are kind of like Sicilians, like Italians, like that's what a lot of people say. Like we're very passionate. So when our friend says like, "Oh, this is really cool," like we'll go towards that. And then when they say something else is cool, we'll go towards that. So there's like a couple groups, a little bit of groupthink, a little bit of passion. You mix that all in with a little bit of cryptocurrency, and you get this like ICO magic.
Yeah, exactly. So
you should answer that question.
Huh? What?
Richard Frisia.
You like LTC?
Do you like Litecoin?
I do.
Do you hold any Litecoin?
I don't.
Okay.
I should though. I'm trying to have a very diverse portfolio. So I'm starting with like the major stuff, and then I will go to Litecoin.
Yeah, you get paid in Bitcoin.
I do get paid in Bitcoin.
Your wages get.
I have a full-time job in blockchain, and I get 100% pay in Bitcoin. So I'm a huge believer in blockchain and crypto. So yeah, I represent the industry.
KryptoSeoul.
KryptoSeoul. Yeah.
All right. And then let's talk about number 5 before we talk about number 4.
Okay. So recently there has been a lot of coin listings on major exchanges. Like, so a few days ago there was the Bithum and quantum listing on Bithum, right? So and on that day when the news came out that Bithum is going to list quantum, the price of quantum spiked up to 20% price increase. So it was a huge increase, and within like 30 minutes or something. So people were like, oh my God, but that's all the Korean investors fleeing to, right? Yeah. So that was pretty amazing to see, but it did drop eventually, but
it spiked and then it just plummeted.
Yeah.
Just like same thing with Zcash.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's kind of cool, interesting to see
and Bithum has this crazy strategy where if once they decide to list a coin, if you sign up for Bithum, they give you like free coins.
Oh, right.
And then if you decide to put in more like Korean won into the Bithum exchange, they give you more coins on top of that. So obviously everyone's gonna dogpile onto Bithum.
Sure. So it's a huge, massive flow to Bithum. It's gonna be. Sorry to Coin One and sorry to Coin
but I mean they dominate the market.
Yeah, what's it gonna be, right? So yeah, that was one huge listing, and also CoinNest announced that it's gonna list Bitcoin Gold.
Yeah, now all the exchanges actually they made their position very clear on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin Gold. Right.
But CoinNest has been it sent actually text message today to announce, publicly announced, right? So. It's gonna be the first in South Korea to officially list it.
Yeah.
And now,
the news of the century.
Yes, a huge exchange is open. The open beta service of Upbit is starting today, actually. So the homepage is gonna, it's like, that's the homepage. And
so I don't know what, just for those of you out there who might not know, so Upbit, the reason Upbit got so much attention from the very, very onset of like the news, right? Of just this exchanges, there's several reasons.
Right.
First of all, so the company that owns Upbit, Dunamu, is also like invested by KakaoTalk.
That's the major Korean communication service, right?
Yeah, so KakaoTalk is basically, you know how like WeChat like 95% of, like more 100% of all Chinese use WeChat.
Yes.
KakaoTalk, close to 95% of all Koreans use KakaoTalk. So the idea is, if they do a messenger plus a cryptocurrency exchange integration, and we know KakaoTalk has user interface and user experience on point.
Sure.
If they do that, then everybody in Korea is going to start using crypto.
And the thing is, there are huge rooms of like the crypto coins, like made, like for example, Quantum has like 1,000 people in one room in KakaoTalk. So it's been like active for a while, right? So, and if this flourishes, then if this exchange opens, then it's going to be more easier to just like flow to the exchanges, right? And just exchange, right?
Exactly, yeah. The onboarding process will be extremely easy. And being that Kakao is already an IT conglomerate, like it will be easier when it comes to lobbying with the banks so that you can do an easy fiat to crypto exchange,
Definitely.
Yeah.
So it's,
And some other things is obviously Upbit, instead of a problem Korea had was like Korean won to altcoin. Like we couldn't really buy altcoins, right? So you had to do Korean won to Bitcoin, and then
Bitcoin.
Take it over to like Bittrex or Poloniex or somewhere else to buy altcoins.
Sure.
Or you have to take the other route of just waiting until Korean exchanges list coins so that you could exchange it back into Korean won. So the language barrier, and then some older people who have money who aren't familiar with things, that was a problem. But now what happened? Hopefully, what will happen with Upbit is they're sharing order books with Bittrex.
Yes.
And over 100 altcoins are going to be listed.
100 altcoins.
And
over 100.
What I hear right now from the open beta service is that you can only buy Korean won to Bitcoin, but with Bitcoin you can start buying other cryptocurrencies. But they're hoping that in the future, even if you share order books with Bittrex, and this is just a rumor that's floating around, that they can do Korean won to altcoin.
They can directly.
Do those. Yeah, directly.
That's awesome. It's gonna be crazy. So so Richard is asking what coin is gonna be listed on Upbit.
Yeah, so right now they have 111 coins listed. And you have to actually go into here. I actually haven't used the service.
Not yet.
Yeah, what they did was they took obviously for open beta they took different people, like they did a sign up list. So however many people signed up from like the first person that signed up to like they're gonna have a threshold.
Yeah.
They're gonna cut them off, and they're gonna be the ones that use the service first.
Actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So you obviously were on top of the list.
Yay.
So yeah, as you can see, like Upbit, Kakao, you need to log in with using your Kakao account.
Amazing.
So that's like KYC AML right there.
Yeah.
And then here's all the coins right here.
Wow.
All the different coins. Man, there's just so much. And so you guys can probably come to upbit.com/trends and then figure out what's going on. Yeah, this is amazing.
Wow.
Because we never seen this at this scale in Korea.
Right. In Korea, it's been very selective, right? I mean, Bithumb even has like only a few.
Yeah.
This is just amazing.
That's why like Coin1, Bithumb, Corbit, like everybody, they've been rumors have been floating around insider trading because it's like, why are you listing Quantum when you have other coins that are way above it on the coin market cap list?
Right, exactly. Yeah, so that's a major news.
Yes.
Hot news today.
All right. So,
and yeah.
And then the final news, which we can.
It's like a casual news, but I mean, in Korea, in Seoul actually, there's been a huge crypto meetup. Quantum team was here last weekend, and it had 3 meetups actually hosted by different entities. So the interesting trend here is that exchanges like Coin1 and CoinNest are hosting their own meetup, and that was pretty amazing to see. I went to both, and it was pretty awesome. And so Quantum and their DApp team was all here, and also a lot of crypto hedge funds and capital firms, they were all here to, present, and also a lot of ICO projects pre-ICO projects were here to present their own things, and it was kind of amazing to see that. And they all fled from like all places in the world. So Seoul is becoming like one of the places for hot meetups. So I mean, you guys should join.
Well, I do have my personal preference on what defines a hot meetup, and it's not exactly. it's not like 90% male dominated space in the room.
That's true. I mean, that's the reality, right? I mean, like currently that's the reality.
Actually, I want to kind of get away from that reality. I kind of want to escape, but I mean, you add a little bit of flavor.
Yeah, I'm like the only one like female there. But.
I know you represent like every single meetup. Isn't that your goal, to represent at every meetup?
Well, that's my goal, but I'm sure it's gonna be there's gonna be another like females coming in, right? Yes. But I'll be the KryptoSeoul, so
far we have the older ajumas, the older Korean ladies flocking in order to make their investment and flip their Korean won.
Exactly, with their capital.
Yep. Yeah, Richard, to answer your question, Litecoin is on there.
Yes.
As is a lot of other stuff. So you can be very, very excited
Dash,
about
Monero, wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Neo, Bitcoin Cash, wow.
All right.
So yeah, I think it was a pretty successful show. You think? It was our first one, so I mean, it's maybe a little rough, but we'll get there, right?
Yeah. If you have any please click like or subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
If this helped, and then please leave comments for Erica to answer.
Yeah, on theblockchainers@gmail.com.
Yeah, you could answer. You could ask the question, leave the comments here, or you could please send an email to theblockchainers@gmail.com.
And whenever there's like hot news, or we'll be just logging in randomly and just do a live, so you get the latest news on South Korea. And if you have any suggestions or questions about what news that you want to have or see, or you can just email us casually or freely. So anyway, is that it?
Yes, that's
today?
it.
All right, take care. Oh, he subscribed already. Thank you, Richard. Iota, is Iota there?
I don't know how we became this
we're like kind of like a research thing.
Let's figure it out.
Let's just Iota.
Yeah, VTC. I can tell you VTC is there for sure. And Iota.
Oh, it's a huge list. It's in Korean. Wow.
Yeah. I can't tell if Iota's here, but one of the reasons I can't tell is because it's in Korean. Yeah,
I know. It's like hard to, it's kind of strange.
They kind of took all the tickers, the coin tickers, and they made it all completely into Korean. So
wow, Dogecoin
becoming a little bit hard to
everything
tell. So.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll get back to you. I know you guys are pretty keen on Upbit. Everybody is pretty keen on Upbit here in Korea. So we'll tell you soon enough.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Okay, see you later.
KryptoSeoul, Erica, signing out.
Signing out. Bye.